Buddy, welcome back to my broadcast of Fallout 4. I did a previous tour of my base but forgot the voiceover audio, so I'm hoping that my microphone is now picking me up. I'm hoping everything is all good to go. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to show you guys around my Red Rocket home base. So just bear with me, it will show up shortly. Ugh, that is one creepy, ugly dude. And I should know, I did battle synths once before. Don't you love loading screens? No. Okay then. What is there to talk about? Well, oh, here we go. Now, as you guys can see, I'm on the outskirts of my home base. I decided to convert the Red Rocket truck stop, Red Rocket Inn, oh boy. As you guys can see, let me pull up the map here. Here's my home base. Here's Sanctuary. I've decided to keep where the Red Rocket truck stop, not as a settlement, but more as kind of like a bachelor pad, a base of operations, a place where I can go to drop off things that I need to drop off when I don't need the stuff in my inventory. Sanctuary, I'm keeping that as a settlement. I'm keeping that separate from the Red Rocket truck stop. So let's keep going. Auto saving. Okay. Let me just switch weapons here so you guys can get a full idea of what I'm talking about. Here it is. It's nighttime, so as we head in, right here, from the outside of the Red Rocket and truck stop, I pulled the armor workbench inside and set it up right here. So as a way to instantly, when I need to transfer junk, store junk in the workshop that I can use for later, I've already got it set up. I'll show the garage in a second, but that everybody's favorite dog meat has to have his room, so I built the doghouse inside. And let me get dog meat in here so...
Hey, go check that out.
So I can get the tour started. There you go, dog meat. Good boy. Now, over here is the chemistry station. The one I had before, I scrapped it and decided to build this chemistry station instead behind the counter. So that way I can get easy access to make stim packs, med kits, anything I need in the game. Over here is the cooking stove. We did have a cooking station here at the truck stop, but I scrapped that as well. I decided I'd rather have it inside where I can actually have a little bit of safety from certain environmental things that happen in the world outside. So here's the bed where I sleep. And, you know, this is not bad. I kind of like it. Now, this is a door to the office. This is where I kept it mostly original. Pardon me. But I scrapped out a lot of the stuff like the cabinets and bookshelves and decided to put a bobblehead stand in here where I can keep all my bobbleheads that I find along my journey. But also here are magazine racks. And this is where I keep all the magazines I collect along my journey as well. Right now, if you guys can see, I have 20 in one side and 8 on the other. So that's only a portion of what the magazines are that I can find. Okay, so now let's head outside. Oh wait, let's head to the garage. Let me show you guys this. Okay, as everybody knows, here's the workshop bench. Now, this item here is essential for anybody building a settlement, is a scavenging station. What this does is that it helps, increase scavenged items of what you need in your settlements. Here's the weapons workbench. I kept it in here where I can, work on my weapons and stuff away from prying eyes. But heck, who's gonna see me make a weapon? But over here are my 3 out of 8 power armors. Excuse me. Let me drink some. Pardon me, I had to drink some soda just now. Here are 3 of some of the power armors I've found. I've officially found 8 power armors now. I have 1 here in Sanctuary, but yet I have the 7 others here at the Red Rocket truck stop. Iron Man, eat your heart out, baby. So, over here on the far left, closest to the door, is a T60 power armor. I was actually lucky enough to find a complete set, which is, from what I hear from other YouTubers and other people, is a very rare chance in the game is you find a complete armor set. Over here in the middle is my T45, the armor I got originally right off the bat. And you guys can notice that it's in the flames motif. There are magazines out in the game, 3 of them to be exact, that give you a different paint job to put on your armor. I just thought I liked this one because this one looks really cool. Who knows, I may jazz up 3 armors and keep them in here in 3 different colors, because I know there's one that's the hot pink. I'll probably wear that power armor during October. Love you, my survivors of breast cancer out there. I'll keep 1 in the flames, and then I'll have 1 in that special shark paint job. And the one here on the right, closest to the workshop bench, is the power armor with the rare piezonucleic chest armor. Yeah, try saying piezonucleic 3 times fast, I dare you. Along with Raider power armor accenting it. And personally, it looks kind of cool. I mean, I don't know about you guys, what you guys would think, but it looks nice. So, let me head out here. Oh, please don't tell me a radiation storm is coming. Oh, the sky's turning green. Okay, better make this quick before I start getting radiation poisoning. So here is my power armor shed. And yes, I call it a shed. And I did find another T45 set of power armor, which is pretty cool. And, excuse me, burped over the mic. And here's a set of power armor with the T60 torso and left leg. Behind this one here, which is a T45 B-type, is just a plain body kit of power armor without any armor pieces. Now, one thing I should really recommend is when you start building a base like this, start making room with storage. And these are one of the best things are the ice coolers, because you can store a lot in the ice coolers. In this ice cooler, I have all my power armor pieces. I used to have them in another cooler, which I'll show you in a second. But yeah, this is where I keep all my power armor pieces for later when I want to work on something or upgrade or modify whichever one I need to modify. So I'll close that. Now, up these stairs. Now then, there's a reason why I put turrets around my base. Is because, well, I gotta keep it protected. And this is right here. I have like 3 of them facing out this way. I'm gonna probably build a 4th sooner or later. So if I go over here, I put them in strategic locations where it can get a full 180 degree of protection. And then there are 2 here facing the southeast, I guess you could say. And then there are 2 more here facing the northeast. One on the east side and one facing north. So I might set up 2 more facing toward the northwest here and here, and I might also set up maybe 1 more facing toward the south. It's a work in progress. But this is a door that I originally had my base open up to, or my storage room. And my storage hall was actually down here. I had just recently moved it up to the upper level of the roof of the Red Rocket truck stop. So if I go in here, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. And this is the new entrance over here, which I'll exit out of because I want to show you guys what I have in here. Stupid radiation storms. Oh well, that's what you get for not doing this on a clear day. Anyway, this is one ice cooler where I have all my weapons. I keep all my weapons that I acquire in-game that I don't want to carry or have that extra weight clutter up my space. And, you know, you guys can see what I got here. And boy, do I have a lot of weapons. I really keep some of them because you never know when you want to get the caps or negotiate a good trade with Trash Can Carla or the lady in charge of the Drumlin Diner or any vendor, in fact. I mean, you guys can actually keep these weapons in said ice coolers and pull them out and then negotiate to cheapen the price of a trade. Maybe even earn some caps, which is very beneficial. But these are all the ones I have so far. I even have a few rare weapons in this that I have found along the way from legendaries. Like the nimble double-handed shotgun, or double-barrel shotgun, double-handed. Well, yeah, technically you're holding it with 2 hands. But these are all the weapons I've stored in this chest. So here's my weapons chest, and I do recommend you, if you're going to make a storage shed or a storage hall for all your stuff, build ice coolers, because ice coolers really can hold a lot of stuff. I haven't even scratched the surface of how much I can fit in there. So there's my weapons chest, and here's my apparel chest. You find apparel many different ways. You can rip them off of the enemies you defeat. You can find them in suitcases. Where are you going to store them? Oh, here's an idea. Have an ice cooler that doubles as an apparel chest. Or whatever you would like to do, a dresser or whatever. I just like the ice coolers. I'm cool like that. But anyway, here are all the ones, and I've also gotten a few legendary armor pieces. Some I really, really like. And I know I'm speeding through it all, but I gotta hurry and show you guys every little bit. But here is one that I really, really like. And if you get one, oh my god, you are going to be so lucky once you get when you upgrade your lockpicking skills. Let me show you this. Here it is. Safecracker's Raider left leg. Now, I'm not saying that you'll probably be getting this one. You might get a different version of a Safecracker, but what it does is increases the size of the sweet spot while picking locks. And when you get those max out your lock picking skills, oh, this thing will come in so handy. I mean, granted, you can upgrade it to the 4th level and have completely unbreakable bobby pins, but if you get a Safecracker's piece of armor, keep it on you at all times, especially when you're at those areas where you've got to pick a lock. It'll really save you bobby pins. I'm talking it's perfect. And I also have like dog armor, which really is kind of neat. It's more aesthetic than it does have a purpose. And personally, I wish Bethesda would have included forging the dog armor. You know, making it more durable, making it stronger to defend your animal or dog meat with it. But neither here or there. There's the apparel chest. This one here is my chest that contains all my aids that I collect. And I do collect a lot of them. Oh, major tip. Once you find an addictol that cures all addictions, do not use it. Keep it in a chest. Keep it in your... Save it, because they're very hard to find. And the value on them, oh man. It's good to just keep them locked up in case you need them. In turn, same with blood packs. Blood packs come few and far between, depending on where you are in the game. And these blood packs are essential to making stim packs. So having a good surplus supply, sorry, I was going to say supply, but then I went surplus. I was almost going to say supply. But having a good supply of these blood packs is essential for your gaming. Plus, you can also use this to use a blood pack to create raid away. So having a lot of these on hand will benefit you in the long run. Granted, if you're the person that has the PC version and likes to cheat, then I guess blood packs are a moot point. So anyway, those are the aids. This is the one chest that I keep all my miscellaneous items. Stuff that I pick up, associate notes, the holotape games, bobby pins. You guys can actually see that I have 276 bobby pins. Oh, good grief. I have a lot of book return tokens, which I could probably use once I head back to that hospital that has the book machine. I've got a lot of the holotapes that I've found. I found a few of the junk pieces, burnt trade magazines, and stuff like that. I found a lot of the notes, folders. I seriously have no idea why I keep collecting this stuff, but there's a method to Bethesda's madness, not mine. But most of it's kind of neat to keep around, especially these. These are essential because if you want to make bottle cap mines and you already have maxed out your demolition expert perk, you may want to find them and store them away because these are essential to make the bottle cap mines. So that's that. So let's turn over here. Over here, this is where I keep all the mods for my guns. And yes, you can scrap them, you can sell them for caps, and whatever you want to do. But really, the way I see it is, you may want to invest some time and probably, like, maybe you want to change your gun up a little bit, remod it. These are good because, like, let's say you have your submachine gun in your inventory. You have mods that you have stored away, and then you don't have to rebuild the same mods to excuse me, to refit your gun. You can just grab them here and go. And you do have a railway rifle. I've actually got 2 of them, which is kind of odd. I actually bypassed the Big John salvage mission to get my first one, and then while wandering the Commonwealth, I found a train car with a sleeping bag inside, and right next to the sleeping bag was a railway rifle and some railway spikes, which is kind of cool. So that's my mod cooler. And over here, I can't stress this enough, guys. You guys have to have one of these. This is an ammo chest. Ammo comes few and far between, and it's very hard to come by in the Commonwealth. As long as you have the Scrounger perk, where you can get more ammunition from chests, defeated enemies and whatnot, it is essential to actually have an ammo chest at your base if you plan on making one. So in here I have 308s, 38s, 44s for the Magnum for the 44 Magnum guns. I have 45s, 50 cals, 10 millimeters, 2 millimeter electromagnetic cartridges for the Gauss rifle. I've got the 556s and the 5 millimeters for the heavy machine gun and the minigun. Alien blaster ammo. And let me tell you, I don't know if the place where I found the alien blaster, the guy is gonna have the respawn, but I hope he does, because then that way I'll show you guys where I found it. Cryo cells. Yeah, a lot of people have been kind of, telling me I went the cheap way, or just because I went and did my lockpicking perk, I upgraded my lockpicking perk to get the cryolator, that I shouldn't have done that. I should have done the special dog meat glitch that makes dog meat get the cryolator right out of the case right after you acquire him. Flamer fuel, self-explanatory. Once you get your flamethrower, that way you have fuel tanks, flares for the flare gun, fusion cells for your laser weapons, fusion cores. Now, here's the thing with fusion cores. You can find them nearly everywhere, even in abandoned power armor suits. Now, the power armor suit ones are already at 100%. One thing that I can tell you that benefits you is keep one power core on you at all times. Now, I have 2 of them, one that's at 72% and one that's at 91%. I keep those in case I find a power armor suit. I take the 100% core out of it to bring it back to my storage shed, or my ammo cache, and I utilize either the 91 or the 72. I actually use the 72 a lot more, because you can actually sell these back to vendors at 200 caps a piece. I mean, despite if they're under like 15%, they'll go for 200 caps a pop. So they are very valuable once they start losing energy. And of course, I got the fusion cores, I got the gamma rounds for the gamma gun, which I don't really use, but I love to store a good supply of ammo. Mini nukes, the rarest of all ammunition in the game. Without these, the fat man is useless. Missiles, I have already gotten over 100 missiles. Sometimes it's beneficial to go back to areas that you may have already completed, because then you might get lucky and find a Fat Man weapon. You might be able to find ammunition, other things you may need to require in the game. Plasma cartridges for energy weapons. I have a lot of weapons, but I don't really use a lot of them because I've already gotten a set of 9 weapons that I really like. And here are the railway spikes. Here's for the railway rifle, which I do have, but I barely use because I'm more worried about trying to make sure I have a good store of ammo for said weapon before I actually use it. Shotgun shells, and that's about it for the ammo case. Now there's one more cooler. It's around the back at the new entrance of the base of my little shed, and oh, cool. The radiation storm passed. Yay. And this is the ice cooler that I have pertaining to junk. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, you can store your junk in the base workshop. Yeah, well, I can, but this junk is different. Now, I'm going to tell you why right now. I am sorting through all the junk that I collect because some of the junk now I have to give to Sanctuary. The reason being is basically I have a surplus of junk that I can use for my base, but I don't have enough to actually make Sanctuary habitable. So I need to make sure that I separate all the junk so that once I'm ready, I will take this junk to Sanctuary, drop it off at the Sanctuary workshop, and then use the Sanctuary workshop menu to start building what I'm going to do. And I'm going to show you guys in the next tour episode of what I'm going to do at Sanctuary, what I've done and what I will do. So other than that, yeah, that's the Sanctuary junk shed, junk storage. Now, a lot of people are going to ask me, hey, house and stuff. Well, the thing is that one thing you guys have to do is you have to remove your power core that you have used to transport your power armor suit to your base. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it's so easy for one of your allies to just take your power armor while it has a fusion core inside. It's best just to leave them without the fusion core and then just pop them in when you're going to be having to do a mission that pertains to you having to have to use the power armor. Now, I know my little power armor shed is now getting practically full because I've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 power armors, which I may start building a large shack, a large metal shack right around here if I can, right around in this area, to make my... to turn into my... I guess you could call it the Iron Man Hall of Armor. Which is probably what I'll do later on if I get... if I locate more power armors along the way. But in any case, this is my Red Rocket base op. This is where I will store what I can, pick up what I need, and take what I need to take when I go. So I hope everybody liked this. Again, I apologize. My previous endeavor to create a live broadcast, I wound up forgetting I didn't add audio. So anyway, I'm going to save this. I'm going to turn it off, and I will catch you guys at the next one when I give you a tour of my sanctuary city. Or, yeah, well, sanctuary. So I'll see you guys next game. Laters.